Breaking news right now, a North Nashville home destroyed. It went up in flames overnight.
It did. Kimberly Davis is over on 24th Avenue North. Anybody inside when this home caught fire?
Amy, no one was inside when the fire broke out, but officials are telling us that's what kind of makes this suspicious. Now, 2 fire investigators are on scene. They just walked into that home moments ago. They are inspecting since this fire does have the possibility of being suspicious. Now, officials are telling us there are many signs that all point into that direction. There are dog crates out here, 2 dog crates. They've been outside all night and the doors are open, which is odd. They said dogs were here recently, so they're not sure why the dog crates would be outside with the doors open. They're also telling us no one has come forward to say, hey, this is my house. It went up in flames overnight. What happened? Tell me what went wrong. So they have not contacted the Red Cross because no one needs assistance so far. That's what fire officials are telling me. Now, they also say this fire broke out around 4:30 this morning. When they arrived here, there were flames throughout the entire house. There were flames shooting from the windows as well as the door and the roof. They're telling us that this home is a total loss and it is no longer habitable. They're telling us it took about 15 to 20 minutes to put out those flames again. Another reason that makes this house fire suspicious is that there is not a lot of items inside this home. We spoke with a couple neighbors and they're telling us that they have seen a couple living inside this house, but it's not often that they see them here, and there's not a lot of things inside this house. As you can see, investigators are throwing things out of the windows, so that's probably part of their investigation as well. We'll continue to follow this and bring you another update in about another 30 minutes. Live in North Nashville, I'm Kimberly Davis, News Channel 5.
Kimberly, thanks for the update on that. More breaking news. It's been a busy night. Metro Police investigating not 1 but 2 armed robberies at businesses overnight. News Channel 5's Alexandra Cohen has been talking to the investigators all morning long. You're at the gas station. This other one, though, was at a convenience store. The crazy thing about that, Alexandra, and Kimberly was reporting on this a little bit earlier before she went to the fire, the guy jumps through the drive-through window. So whoever this person is, pretty nimble to be able to jump through a drive-through window at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, Steve, if this is the same suspect, this guy is very aggressive. So if you see him, don't approach him. Police tell us he was wearing a red bandana to cover his face. He had on black gloves, which could hurt police who are trying to get fingerprints. He was also seen in surveillance video here at this Shell gas station. The call came out to police at 12:30 from the Daly's convenience store on Bolte Boulevard. The suspect entered the store with a gun and demanded money from the store clerk. Police see 2 other employees and a customer were forced to the ground at gunpoint. And get this, when the robber was leaving, the people at this Shell gas station actually chased him out the door. They didn't track him down, but they tried to. Then around 2 this morning, officers were called to the Jack in the Box restaurant on West End. In that incident, the suspect was wearing a hoodie and a red bandana. Officers say the suspect tried to jump through the drive-through window and forced employees to give him cash in the registers at gunpoint. Again, no one was injured. However, police are very busy this morning tracking this case. So if you have any information, they're looking for witnesses. Reporting live, Alexandra Cohen, News Channel 5.
Alexandra, thanks so much. And more breaking news coming this morning. This international breaking news. We've learned the Egypt Air plane that crashed, it vanished from radar. They were saying it was missing, but now they're saying it looks like it crashed. The plane was flying from Paris to Cairo at 37,000 feet. It just disappeared from radar a little before 3 o'clock local time. There were more than 60 people on board, including kids. Egypt Air officials now say there was a distress call nearly 2 hours after the plane went missing. Egyptian and Greek teams are involved in the search and rescue efforts now in the southern Mediterranean Sea. We'll continue to watch for new details coming in from the international feeds on this story.
And happening now, police are looking for a teenager last spotted in Kentucky. Duamo Ruiz was last seen Monday at his home in Bowling Green. He had an argument with his mother just before he disappeared. Authorities tell us he might be in a silver 2002 Ford Mustang with Kentucky tags. Call the Warren County Sheriff's Department if you have any information that could help with the search.
A couple of suspects on the run, Amy, this morning after a shootout at the intersection of Douglas Avenue and Ellington Parkway. That's a pretty busy area in North Nashville. Police say that two people in a black Nissan Altima start firing shots at folks in a gray Altima at a Shell station last night. The owner of that gray car then got out, started firing back. Folks in the other car drove away quickly. Officers arrested the shooter from the gray car, and they found marijuana in that automobile as well. They're searching for a couple of more people involved in that crazy shootout.
Developing news now, a hazing rape investigation in East Tennessee grows more disturbing by the day. Ooltewah High School basketball coach Andre Montgomery faces 4 counts of failing to report child sexual abuse. The charges stem from a tournament in Gatlinburg where a player was allegedly assaulted with a pool cue. 3 teens are facing rape charges for the incident. 2 other school employees are also charged with failing to report that assault immediately.
A mid-state principal is the target of a very disturbing hate mail sent all the way from New Jersey. You may remember several young students at Hobgood Elementary were handcuffed at the school after this bullying video went viral. News of the incident went everywhere, including New Jersey. A lot of people criticizing the Murfreesboro Police Department for handcuffing those kids. The principal describes the letter that he received as disturbing and said it did reference the arrests. Officials are now investigating. All right, well, we thought the legislative session was over.
We did.
Weeks ago. Apparently not. State lawmakers could be going back to Capitol Hill to debate the transgender bathroom issue.
President Obama issued a federal directive stating public schools must allow students to use the bathroom they identify with or lose federal funding. Caucus leader for the Republicans, Glenn Cassida, thinks the state should sue and that Governor Bill Haslam should call a special session.
Only the people's representatives can make that kind of law, and that's not this case. That we need the governor to step up on this.
However, Governor Haslam tells us he does not think a special session is necessary. He says the directive does not change the way schools handle their bathrooms.